Welcome back to Hoochos. And do I have an announcement for you? The Hooch Multi-Bucket is now available in the United States, Canada, and Mexico through the Amazon store linked in the description below. And to celebrate this, I'm going to take you on a little journey through how it was created. But first, if you do want them, probably pause the video, click on it, because there's limited stock and it's probably going to sell fast. I will have more shipments coming if they are sold out, and I apologize. I extended myself as far as I could monetarily the first shipment, and every shipment afterwards will be getting bigger and bigger as the funds compound and I can get more and more to you. It's just the way it is. Europe, I am coming for you. Give me some time. I'll get the Americas sorted and then I will service you as well. So, where it all began, and we journeyed to the United States, where the creator of the Rain Gutter Grow System, Larry Hall, published his first YouTube video.
This is the rain gutter garden update. The cucumbers that I planted in seeds here a few weeks ago, man, they're going nuts. Here is the lettuce. I got to get that cut in the morning. Broccoli. And look over here. Holy crap. Squash going nuts. Look at that squash. All on the rain gutter grow system. I finally got the one float hooked up. I got 9 more. It'll be here in a couple days. See? Here's the float. Working great. Maintaining water level.
That's right. The first rain gutter grow system was literally a rain gutter. That's why it's called the Rain Gutter Grow System. It was peat-based potting mix that Larry Hall had a recipe for. May he rest in peace. It allowed the rain gutter to top up the potting mix with organic components through the wicking action, through a 3-inch net cup he used, and wicked up water from below so that you never had to water your plants. You did have to replenish the potting mix. That was for the more traditional style of gardening. Larry's videos influenced a whole generation of rain gutter growers, and he's where I first heard about the rain gutter grow system when doing a little bit of a deep dive myself. Now we go from mainland United States to Hawaii, where Dr. B.A. Kratky.
Let's look at the hydroponic zinnia roots. Oh, wow.
Which you will no doubt recognize his name, the Kratky technique being named after him, developed a rain gutter grow system that used coco coir to wick up hydroponic nutrient.
Today's video will feature the highlights of a paper entitled Outdoor Growing of Clean Edible Ginger Seed by a pot-in-pot sub-irrigation method.
I found his research and his YouTube channel. Both of these YouTube channels will be linked below so you can check them out, and I'll link some really cool videos at the end as well so you can have a look at where all the inspiration came from. So it was about 2008 when Kratky performed his hydroponic ginger experiments. This is actually potatoes and ginger and galangal. And he was performing those experiments in coco coir on the island chain of Hawaii, performing experiments on propagation of ginger, actually for seed ginger, because there is a devastating disease over there that requires them to use fresh seed ginger every year that isn't contaminated with that disease. So he was using the rain gutter grow system technique to grow seed ginger for the ginger plantations over on the islands of Hawaii. And it was in these lectures, in this video series that he put up onto YouTube, that I got the inspiration for, well, making my own rain gutter grow system to begin with, and then developing a specific style of pot that I could place over the top of gutters that were easily accessible to everyone. So luckily for me, to develop this idea I had in my mind, I had actually just started using CAD to design 3D models that I could 3D print on this emerging technology called 3D printers, which I was very lucky to live at the intersection of all of these different technologies that I could design and print my own version of my idea that was in my head. And I developed the 3D printable hooch bucket, which was about the same size actually. It was a bit smaller in media, which was my first iteration of the hooch multi-bucket. After doing like a bunch of testing with this 3D printable version of the hooch bucket, I came to the conclusion that this could be a very productive system. And that was the point where another coincidental meeting happened, and Key from Kegland and all the boys over at Kegland reached out and said, we have hydroponic systems and we want that 3D printable design in a more robust fashion that we can just use in our hydroponic systems, and we want to help you develop it. And this is the point where I have to actually say thank you to Key and Dom, Henry and Ollie, all the boys over at Kegland for being so supportive. I collaborated with Dom and he completely redesigned the bucket to be injection molded. And through this collaboration of ideas and people and no lack of financial investment, we now have the product that is the Hooch multi-bucket to provide to the world. And the reason I'm saying this is because this is no one person's achievement. I stand upon the shoulder of giants who stood upon giants before them. This is incremental improvements being made upon each person's contribution, and I want to thank everyone involved for bringing this to the world. So, I present to you the Hooch multi-bucket, available internationally, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Hoochos. Thank you all, especially my Patreons, who I don't thank enough, and my family, everyone. Happy hydroponicking, and I'll see you next time on Hoochos.